What is up, guys? Today we are doing another King's Toy Chest reviews, and today we are going to be looking at Wooden Railway 2022 Rebecca. And here she... Wait a minute. Hang on. I gotta fix this. Boom! And here it is. Sorry, yeah, you guys didn't know I'm a wizard. I just made that happen. But anyway. So here she is in all of her yellow banana glory. Now, first off, I just want to say I like Rebecca. Like, I know people don't like her for the fact that she replaced Henry in Tidman Sheds, but I honestly like her as a character. Now, they could have introduced her in another light. Like, to be honest, I would probably, if I wrote the last few seasons of Thomas and Friends, I would have, put Rebecca on, like, the main line, but she doesn't sleep on, but she doesn't sleep at Tidman Sheds. I'll probably have her sleep at, like, Vickerstown or have her working on the Hardwick branch line, because I think the only engines that worked there at the time were just Ryan and, Ryan and Daisy, which I don't know why they took Daisy off the Farquhar branch. That's where she needs to be. Like, that's where she needs to be. Like, she's one of the Farquhar engines that work on there. But anyway, she is I like the way she was represented. She was represented as the shy but friendly engine, and she's kind of a gentle giant because, she's a very big engine. And speaking of her engine, she is one of the most well-known steam engines I noticed. Like, I'm surprised they never added one of these specifics into the series, Railway series and TV series. Because, I mean, these freaking West County class Pacifics or Battle of the Britain, they are very well known in Britain. They're actually one of the most preserved members of most of steam engines in Britain. And let's just say this is one of my favorite class of engines because I just like the way they look. It's like they're very, I don't know, I just don't know what to say. But before I go into the review, let's go into the headcanon I have for Rebecca. So, in my headcanon, she was one of the original Bulletin Pacifics built, and the one that she is 34072 Squadron. That's the one I decided to make her as, but she was withdrawn at the end of Steam. She sat in the scrapyard in Barry until about 1984, and she was restored to working order and worked on the Swanage. It's called the Heston Swanage Railway until she was called and bought by Sir Topham Hatt, and he soon took her to the works to give her the number 22. And 22 in my headcanon is that she's like the 22nd engine saved for scrap on the railway. And it's like, and he also gave her a new yellow paint job of her choosing, and she chose yellow. She decided to abandon her name Squadron because she said she never liked the name, and she named herself after the wife of one of her drivers who was very kind to her. So she took the name Rebecca because that was the name of one of her driver's wives. And now, let's get down into the review. Now, let's take a quick look at her. We're going to do, as they say, we're going to look at the engine first. And let's just say she just looks amazing. They should have just put her in the old wooden railway before they discontinue it for wood. Because, let's just be honest, as much as I love the wood Rebecca, this doesn't do this enough justice. Because if you look at this girl, and you look at this is what Rebecca is supposed to be. This is, when I think of wooden railway, I think of this. I don't think of wood. And it is just very, very gorgeous on how they just portrayed her. I mean, she's all she got the curves where she's supposed to have them. I hope that doesn't sound wrong, but these Pacifics are known for their aerodynamic things. And I mean, she just looks very good. I like the way how she just, she's one of those characters that really rivals Gordon in size. And she's also, I just like how I finally added a light Pacific, because I mean, as I said, these engines are a good sight on Britain. I've never been to Britain. I've never seen them in person, but I've seen videos and photos of them, and I'm just like, I'm just in awe when it comes to these locomotives. I really like them. Besides, living in the United States, I like the locomotives we have here, but there's something about those Britain locomotives that just, when you think of the word train, you think of engines like Flying Scotsman and Mallard. But it's like, I don't know, it's just there's a certain thing about Britain engines that just give me a certain feeling, And overall, I just like the way she looked. Like, they even got her wheels detailed. Like, she got those Southern Pacific wheels. Her wheels kind of remind me of Neville's wheels. Oh, another thing. please add Neville into this, because y'all don't give my boy Neville any love, really. Because, like, if we get him in Wooden Railway, then that's going to be cool. Because we need more Southern designs. More Southern designs. Well, I know somebody's going to be like, well, Thomas is a Southern design. No, he's not. He's an LBSC design. The LBSC was absorbed into the Southern Railway. So that doesn't really count. I'm talking about, like, Southern built engines, meaning, like, this is a Southern built engine. This engine was built towards British Railways, but it still was a Southern design. But, yeah. But then let's take a look at the tender. Her tender is very accurate, to the show from what I remember. I haven't watched the show I haven't watched the newer episodes in a while. I've mainly been binge watching the seasons 1 through 7. And overall, from what I've seen through real pictures, like, these tenders are pretty good. I know people are complaining about the tender water tank size, but, they could have did better, but let's not complain. And now that I'm looking at this tender, it kind of gives me a custom idea. Who knows? Like, I might take who knows? I might buy a Wooden Railway Arthur. I might buy 2 Wooden Railway Arthurs and use one of these tenders to make a berry. But who knows? A guy can dream. But overall, I just like the look of the tender. I've always liked these sort of tenders by the way they look. It kind of reminds me of Hero's tender, but less beefy. But overall, it's a pretty good looking engine. I really like the way she looks. And let's do a little size comparison. So, she's about as big as Henry. Definitely around the size as Gordon. And I just like the way they're doing with these new engines now. I would compare her with Hero, but Hero is currently getting filmed for the next NWR Stories episode. And that's another thing I wanted to let you guys know. I'm going through a bit of a writer's block, so some of these episodes you guys I might be putting out now might be kind of iffy. I'm trying to work through it and get some more material. But, I'm doing my best. I'm really trying to. But overall, yeah, and that's another thing. If you guys have any episode ideas, I can try to work as many as them as I can. But when I mean try, I mean I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to definitely use those ideas, but, I am going to look at them and try to form them, or I might combine some ideas. You never know. But, yeah, she fits the part of the big engines on the Island of Sodor. I mean, look, it's another engine that don't fit in the turntable anymore. I really wish they just make a Tidman sheds that's big enough to fit all these engines. But overall, I just like the way she looks again. And let's take these 2 out of here. And look, I even like the way she looks with the express coaches. Because, I guess in like the later parts of the series, she helped pull the express. And the express coaches look very nice with her. I like this. And just overall, they did a very good job on this model. She's very fabulous looking. Like, let's just get another look at her one more time. And the only gripe is the face. She kind of looks like wow or surprised. Like, oh my God, what is that? It looks amazing. Like the way she it fits her character. But, as I said, I would rather do a smiling face. A guy I know on Instagram called Sudrian Customs gave me the idea of cutting the faces off, but I don't know how good of a job I might do, so that's why I want to leave it alone. But who knows? If I get better on my custom skills, I'll probably be able to do it. But, that's also pretty good. And, I just want to make a quick shout out. Thank you guys for getting me to 400 subscribers. I really thank you. I don't really have a subscriber goal, but I'm just appreciating the subscribers I go. And not to mention, I've I just really like the fact that all the support I've been getting back lately is like, you guys really make me want to keep doing this YouTube stuff. And recently somebody that I really, really cared about just said that, they're proud of me for doing this, and they really think that I'm doing the best. They're proud of me seeing the way I do things. And it's like, I've always wanted to do this YouTube stuff, and you guys really just make it easy. And I just want to say, you guys are like amazing, and I just want to express my gratitude. And it's just, you guys are just awesome. You guys make this YouTube stuff worthwhile. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. And as I said, look out for the next episode of NWR Stories. I'm going to try to get it finished by today. And this is Old Square Wheel saying, remember, you guys are awesome, and I love you all. Signing off.